Edinburgh's underground cities, the dark depths of Scotland. When time seems to stand still, some cities whisper. Edinburgh is one of those cities. Whispers of the past echo softly in its ancient stone streets, but the real stories lie beneath the surface, deep underground, in a hidden world shrouded in mystery. Today, Edinburgh shines as a modern city filled with history. But beneath its bustling streets lies another city. A city of tunnels, chambers, and narrow passageways. These underground spaces are not just made of stone. They hold centuries of human stories, stories of fear, hope, poverty, struggle, and silence. Mary King's Close, the shadow of the plague. Beneath the famous Royal Mile lies Mary King's Close, a forgotten street frozen in time. In the 17th century, this was a lively street filled with homes, shops, and children's laughter. But in 1645, everything changed. The plague swept through Edinburgh, spreading quickly through the narrow alleys and crowded homes. Many were sickened here. Some say houses were sealed from the inside, trapping the sick with no hope of escape. The screams of the desperate slowly faded into silence. Over time, the street was sealed and buried beneath new buildings, almost forgotten for centuries. Today, Mary King's Close has been rediscovered and open to visitors. As you walk down the cold stone stairways and through the damp rooms, you can almost hear the echoes of footsteps from long ago. The walls hold the quiet chill of history. One of the most touching stories is of a little girl named Annie, said to have lived here during the plague. Legend tells that her spirit lingers, comforted by the small toys visitors leave behind. Maybe, in some way, the weight of the past is a little lighter because of these small acts of kindness. South Bridge Vaults, lives beneath the stone. Built in 1788, South Bridge was an important step for Edinburgh's growth. But beneath the bridge lies a darker story. The vaults, over 100 stone arches, were once storage spaces for merchants, but the damp, poorly ventilated spaces soon became unlivable. They were abandoned on the surface, but became a refuge for the city's poorest and most desperate. Here, hidden from the sunlight, people lived lives of hardship. Illegal distilleries, hidden brothels, and secret gatherings thrived in the shadows. The police rarely ventured down, leaving the vaults as a city beneath the city. For many, this was a place of invisibility, pushed underground by poverty and society's neglect. Today, these vaults have been opened once again, but many corridors remain unexplored, locked away, guarding their secrets deep in the dark. Forgotten streets and sealed doors. Over the centuries, other parts of the underground city were walled off, hidden, or simply abandoned. Some streets were sealed forever, their entrances bricked up and erased from memory. Old maps suggest there are still passageways beneath Edinburgh that remain untouched, silent, waiting. There are tales of hidden rooms discovered accidentally during construction, of forgotten staircases leading nowhere, and of deep vaults filled with debris from centuries ago. In these long-lost corners, time seems to have folded in on itself. Dust rests thick on old timber beams, iron hinges rust silently in the dark, and the air holds a heavy stillness, as if the city itself is asleep, dreaming under the ground. The poor man's city, shadows of inequality. Above ground, the wealthy lived in light, with wide windows, warm fires, and space to breathe. But below, the poor found themselves forced into the damp underworld, away from the eyes of society. Children grew up in darkness. Families shared cramped, cold vaults with strangers. Disease spread quickly. And yet, even here, there was life. People loved, hoped, prayed, and survived. The underground city was a mirror, showing not just the stones of Edinburgh, but the harsh divisions within it. These tunnels tell stories not only of ghosts, but of injustice, survival, and the quiet strength of forgotten people. Southbridge Vaults, Lives Beneath the Stone. Built in 1788, Southbridge was an important step for Edinburgh's growth. But beneath the bridge lies a darker story. The vaults, over 100 stone arches, were once storage spaces for merchants. But the damp, poorly ventilated spaces soon became unlivable. They were abandoned on the surface, but became a refuge for the city's poorest and most desperate. Here, hidden from the sunlight, people lived lives of hardship. Illegal distilleries, hidden brothels, and secret gatherings thrived in the shadows. The police rarely ventured down, leaving the vaults as a city beneath the city. For many, this was a place of invisibility, pushed underground by poverty and society's neglect. Today, these vaults have been opened once again, but many corridors remain unexplored, locked away, guarding their secrets deep in the dark. Whispers from the shadows, ghosts and legends. Edinburgh's underground spaces are full of stories, some historical, some supernatural. Visitors and guides speak of unexplained noises, doors closing on their own, sudden chills in the air, footsteps echoing without a source. The little girl Annie's cries are said to still be heard in Mary King Close, and mysterious whispers float through the Southbridge vaults. Some say these are echoes of the past. Others believe in restless spirits. Whether science or mystery, these tales add another layer to Edinburgh's underground world, a place where reality and imagination blur. Voices from the past, archaeological discoveries. Since the 1990s, archaeologists have uncovered remarkable artifacts beneath Edinburgh's streets. Candles, shoes, toys, medicine bottles, even human bones. Each item tells a story of the people who once lived there. The walls bear silent witness, carved names, scratches, symbols, all traces left behind, connecting us to lives long gone. These discoveries remind us that beneath the stones lie not just ruins, but the beating hearts of past generations. The underground today, living history and cultural heritage. Edinburgh's underground cities are more than tourist attractions. They are monuments to resilience, social injustice, and human endurance. Modern tours bring history to life with lights and sounds that transport visitors through time. Preservation efforts protect these spaces so future generations can explore and understand the hidden layers of the city. But perhaps the greatest legacy is the connection we feel, a reminder that beneath every city, beneath every street, lies a deeper story waiting to be heard. A gentle meditation, closing your eyes beneath the stone. Now close your eyes. Imagine the coolness of stone walls around you. Feel the quiet breath of the past rising from the earth. Hear the faint footsteps of those who walked these tunnels centuries ago. Sense the stillness, thick but comforting, holding stories of lives lived in shadow. Perhaps you sit by the flickering light of a candle, wrapped in a cloak of silence and history. Let this peaceful darkness calm your mind as you drift slowly toward rest, carried on whispers of forgotten voices. Final thought: humanity beneath the surface. Edinburgh's underground cities are not just dark, cold stones. They are a testament to human spirit, alive with stories of survival and hope. As you journey through these hidden depths, remember, we all carry our own underground worlds, places of memory and mystery. Rest now, knowing that history holds you gently in its quiet embrace.